My name is Vanessa Renee Noelani Dunleavy, and today I'm going to be doing a speech on drug addiction. So, growing up as a kid, it was hard for me. Experiencing things as a child should never experience at such a young age. Living with two parents who uncontrollably use drugs on a daily basis, refusing help, with all the love and support around them to encourage a change, they never accepted help. As I've grown over the past 20 years of my life, I've realized there's nothing I could really do. I tried incredibly hard to change my parents, but I've realized you just can't change someone unless they want to change for themselves. According to the National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, last access September 5th, 2023, on their website about key facts, drug overdose deaths in the US since 2000 are at 700,000 drug overdoses. Today, we're going to be learning about drug addiction. We'll be discussing what drug addiction is, its effects, and its treatments. First, let's talk about what drug addiction is. The American Medical Association and the American Society of Addiction Medicine has defined addiction as a disease. This includes behavioral, psychological, environmental, and biological factors. Genes that have been passed on by parents also play a huge role in someone's life. That can be at least a 50% reason for a person to be at risk of a substance use disorder. Experts such as the American Medical Association believe that repeated and early exposure to addictive substances and behaviors play a significant role in a person's use. There is technically no cause for addiction. It's a very complex condition. A part of how addiction develops through changes in your brain chemistry, substances that affect your brain. Drug addicts suffer with extreme behavioral issues such as bipolar disorders, depression, and anxiety. Coming from personal experiences, growing up, my mother was really bipolar. She was very isolated. She really never came out of her room. She didn't really want to be seen by anybody. Excuse me. Drugs can make you very insecure about yourself and change the way that you present yourself to others. It can also affect your hygiene, for example, not really having any energy to shower or brush your teeth, etc. Now that I've explained what drug addiction is, let's discuss its effects. There are a few ways people can take drugs, such as injection, inhalation, and ingestion. It all depends on how the individual takes the drug, changing the effects on his or her body. For example, if the person injects the drug directly into their arm, leg, it'll go straight to the bloodstream and they will have an immediate impact. While ingesting the drug, it has a delayed effect. The physical effects of drugs are nausea and abdominal pain, which will also eventually lead to change in appetite, weight loss, which cause increased strain on the liver and will put a person at risk of liver damage or liver failure. The social effects of drug are always being paranoid over their personal relationships. For example, thinking their friends are turning on them or their family. Drug users become more aggressive towards others and very violent. For those reasons, drugs can ruin friendships and relationships with family members. Now that I've explained the effects physically, socially, let's explain the treatment options for drug abusers. The treatment options for drug addiction is rehab, opioids, or behavioral medication / therapy. Rehab therapy is a place where someone goes who's dealing with a severe drug use, and the stay could range from 3 to 4 months, even more, where the individual will live their day by day and go through behavioral therapy. Withdrawal, which can lead to severe pain, feeling sick. Rehab installs better coping mechanisms and they teach relapse prevention skills. Medication rehab provides opioids to prevent overdose from happening. Here are some medications to take for addiction. I can't pronounce that one. I can't pronounce that. Suboxone and methadone. These are all the used for treatment for drug addiction. Today we learned about drug addiction. We talked about what drug addiction is, its behavioral effects, its medication, and rehab treatments. We've explained the number of overdoses in the US to be 700,000 since the year of 2000. As we've spoken about my personal experience with having loved ones go through this on a daily basis, it's not easy, worrying every day if they'll wake up or not. As I've stated, drug addiction is likely to take effect on people with generational use. And like I've said, I've grown up with my parents as users to this day. So with that being said, you probably asked me, well, do you use yourself? I'm very proud to say I don't. I learned to use what I've been through growing up and experiencing what my parents go through on a daily basis to not follow those footsteps and to only make me achieve more goals in my life. I use their experiences and my experiences experiences to do better than what they ever could have done with my life. Thank you.